Hello everyone, it's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot. Happy Wednesday, actually. I'm usually here on Mondays, but I wasn't able to post my Mystery Monday video on Monday. I had a few family things happen, so that kind of took up most of my time this weekend. So I decided I would just do my video today instead. So I hope you'll all enjoy it, and we'll hopefully get back to our regular scheduled programming next Monday. All right, so today we are going to do another Christmas card, and we're going to be using this Christmas Banners bundle. Now, it's a really great stamp set that you can find here on page 11 of the the seasonal mini, which we've got just over a month left. So you can get the stamp set, or you can get it as a bundle with some dies. And this is what it looks like. And these are the dies in here. So some great greenery and banners and things. So we're going to use this, but what's really cool is some vellum that we're going to use. So we are going to use this Snowflake specialty vellum, which is absolutely gorgeous. And you can find this on page 40 of the mini. And it's this little photo here right in the corner. So chances are you could miss it, when you're first skimming through. But this is what it is right here if you're looking for it. And what it is 6 12 by 12 sheets that you get in a package. So they're nice and large. And you've got, I'm just going to run through these patterns really quick because they're so beautiful. So you've got this metallic pattern here. And they are just one-sided. And you've got this beautiful metallic sort of snowflake pattern. You've got a different snowflake pattern right here in the metallics. And then we have some flocked pages. So the kind of that velvety feel to them. So it's the same as the metallic, except they're in the white. So you've got the snowflake sort of, and then the two different snowflake pieces in the flocked piece. We did have some specialty vellum, I believe last year, but it was a different pattern. I think it had more sort of poinsettias and that sort of thing. But this year it's gone with snowflakes, and it is so beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to show you the card we're going to make, and it is this one. I always love the combination of navy and silver. It just, I don't know, it's just so Christmassy to me. So we're going to try to give this a go. And this time, instead of the metallics, I'm going to use the flocked pieces of the vellum just to see the difference in how it looks. Okay, so we are going to start with a piece of Night of Navy, and I will post all these measurements for you. This is regular 8.5 by 5.5 base. And then I cut a piece of that vellum out of this snowflake pattern. So it just kind of pops. You can really see those pop when you put it on top of the navy. And there's different ways that you can attach vellum. I know sometimes it can be a little bit tricky because you don't necessarily want your adhesive to show. So my preferred methods are either with glue dots, which I'm going to do, or you could even do some liquid glue. I think would probably work. The vellum is, clear in places, so some of it can show through, but sometimes the glue dots, kind of do the trick, or, you can always sort of position some of your other elements sort of over top of them so they don't show. But I found glue dots to be very successful when putting on vellum. This one is maybe a teeny bit easier because it does have some of these, flocked images on the front, so it kind of hides some of those glue dots too. Okay, so let's put this on as our layer. Very wintry all by itself. Okay, so now we are going to use some of these wonderful snowflakes. These came back into the mini this year, and they are a package of 24 of these pop-out snowflakes. And when you get them, they look like this. So one side, if you can see, is kind of shiny, and the other side is just matte. And we are going to play with this matte side and do two different snowflakes. Okay, so one of them, sorry, I did ahead of time, and I embossed it in silver. I thought I would just do that just to save some time today. So what I did was I laid this flat, so the shiny side is actually here, but I turned it on the matte side, and I just applied Versamark all over it, doused it with silver embossing powder, and heat set it, and this is how it came out. So you've got this really shiny, shiny silver snowflake, which is really pretty. And then the other one, what I thought I would try is to use some blending brushes and color it. So I'm just going to grab an extra piece of paper here. So I have my snowflake. So this is the shiny, but I'm going to do it on the matte side. And I'm going to take out my blending brush and my Night of Navy ink. And we're going to see how we can color this. Now you can do this as light or as dark as you want. And I like to kind of go from the center outward because I don't want to squish these delicate edges of this snowflake. And apply as little or as much ink as you like, depending how, dark you would like it to be. Or if you want maybe the tips to be a little bit lighter, you could just focus a lot of the color on the center. There's different ways you could color, and you can use any sort of ink on the back of these. You may get your fingers a little bit messy, but it goes fairly quickly. So depending how much ink you put on, you might want to let it sit and dry for a bit. So I'm just going to leave mine like that. But I'm going to let it sit and dry, or you could take your heat tool and speed up the dry process. But I do have another one here that we'll use. Now there is a little snippet here that I just need to pop out that didn't get cut out. Let's just take that off. There. Okay. And this is what the snowflake looked like after I colored it. So you've got the shiny side there, and this is our blue side, our Night of Navy. Okay. Now my fingers are a little bit dirty, but hopefully, excuse me, that won't interfere too much. Okay, so the way I'm going to attach these is with some dimensionals. Now what's great about these wonderful snowflakes is this little opening here in the center, or the little dot in the center, is pretty much the exact size to fit one of our large dimensionals. So that is perfect. You could also just use the minis if you wanted. And then you're going to position the two snowflakes wherever you want on your base. So maybe this time I will put this blue one on the bottom. And then I will attach the silver one here, just up here, because I want my banner to go in the center. So, and I still want my snowflakes to show. Okay, so we've added a few little more sparkle elements there. Okay, and now for our banner. So this is the banner that I did. I stamped the image. I stamped this banner image first in Night of Navy, and then it's got some different greetings in here, so you can kind of piece together whatever you want to say in your banner. So you could say Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Happy Wishes, Merry Wishes, Christmas Wishes, Season's Wishes, Season's whatever, 'tis the season just for you. There's a whole bunch of different combinations that you could use to make your greeting. And there are some different banner options here that you can do. And with the bundle, you get the dies that will cut out these banners. So I used this one, stamped it in Night of Navy, and then I added the Merry Christmas with Night of Navy ink on top of my banner, and then I cut it out with the corresponding die. And this is what I got. So I love that. So again, I'm going to attach this with some dimensionals onto the card, just so it pops up here. So I'm going to go a little overboard with my dimensionals. just to be sure that this will stick, which I'm sure it would with fewer, but okay. So then we will put our Merry Christmas right in the center. Now I'm going to try to line up. Now you could have your greeting straight or your banner straight. So maybe this time I'll go with my greeting straight. Well, or should I go like this? Let's just go, well, I don't know. There's so many choices. Can't make any decisions. Let's try to go straight this time, like so. So our Merry Christmas. And then the last thing I did was I used some of this metallic woven ribbon. Now this is in our large catalog, and this is one of our new in colors. Now it's not Night of Navy, it's actually Starry Sky, but I thought it's pretty close to the Night of Navy, and I liked how it has this shimmer to it, if you can see that. So I did a double bow, if you can tell. So I cut about a 12-inch piece of this ribbon, cut that in half. So I had two 6-inch pieces, tied them in a bow. And then I'm just going to attach that with a glue dot or two. Whoops, without hopefully pulling my ribbon apart too badly. Ah, look at that. It just came apart. So let me see if I can tie another one. That was unexpected. Wow. My fingers are a little bit sticky here, and I've got this. Let me take this glue dot off that kind of pulled everything apart. I'll start over. Oh, it would make me try to tie a bow on the video, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe I should just cut a new piece of ribbon. It's kind of a sticky mess here, but oh my gosh. Okay, we'll just pull that apart. Maybe we'll fix that later. Okay, so let's try this. Bunny ears. And then we'll try to fit those in and pull. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Tighten that up a bit. So there's our ribbon. Looks a little different than my first one, but it will work. And what you could also do here is you could fray the ends of this, which is kind of a neat look if you would like. Or you can just leave it, but kind of the frayed look is kind of fun, just for something different. You just gently pull those edges apart, and it gives you a bit of a frayed bow there. Okay, let's try this glue dot again. All right. Let's see, probably one would be sufficient, but we'll do two. I'm just gonna pull this big one. Okay, and then you can put this wherever you want. I'm just gonna sort of stick it down here just so my greeting still shows. And if you want to trim these tails, you could, just to make them look a little more even. Bows are always a challenge, right? But I think that's fine. And there you go. That is the flocked version of the card. So here you have the metallic vellum, and this is the flocked. And I just sort of reversed those snowflakes. So I don't know, do you have a favorite? I kind of like both of them. This white definitely pops for sure. I did a similar card at my Christmas class this last weekend, and we used a few different colors. So this is the one we did at my class. So this one we used basically the white, and the blue is the balmy blue. So it makes those snowflakes pop a little bit too. And then we just left the wonderful snowflake by itself and added a rhinestone in there. We could add rhinestones in here too, but I think we're just going to leave them for now and go with that. So I hope you enjoyed that Christmassy project, that wintry project today. I do have a host code still for November, 2MSXYHTQ. You're welcome to use that at checkout on my website at christineludwig.stampinup.net. And you're welcome to follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, or my YouTube channel. I'd love it if you would subscribe to it while you are there. And those are all known as Christine's Stamping Spot. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and we'll plan to see you again next Monday. Bye for now, everyone.